I was scrolling through my newsfeed and I saw this article named Google Pixel's phone's emergency SOS sent a person's nudes to friends. Before we deep dive into the story, I need to explain you how this mechanism works. So, Google Pixel's phones come with emergency SOS feature that calls for emergency response services and also shares the alert with friends or family members. The whole system also has an optional video feature that records your surroundings and shares the clip with all your emergency contacts. If you have enabled this feature, hopefully after reading Google's warning about doing so carefully on your phone, pray that it never gets triggered accidentally. One unfortunate soul learned it the hard way. When the feature was mistakenly activated and sent their naked whereabouts to a dozen friends. The hilarious incident was shared on Reddit, and the victim even posted a picture evidence and the video recording broadcasted by the Pixel's phone, showing them in their birthday suit. The phone started ringing and the text started coming in. Friends are concerned, but not so much about the safety, but rather the my Pixel sent everybody photo video of me naked, says the post. Apparently, the emergency SOS feature was activated when the user tried to silence their early morning alarm, but pressed the power button repeatedly. On Pixel phones, if you press the power button 5 times or more in a row, it activates the emergency feature. Once it triggered, an automatic shutdown starts to call 911 emergency services. Meanwhile, if you have also enabled emergency sharing, a notification is also sent to all the contacts you have set up for reaching out in such situation. Notably, in the personal safety app on Pixel phones, there is also an option for video sharing. This feature records a video while you are talking to emergency responders and sharing your location, or even when you are using another app. These emergency recordings can be up to 45 minutes in length, and once they're uploaded and downloaded is shared with all emergency contacts. You can choose to disable the link at any given time, and if it's being shared excessively, over 120 visits per Google, the link automatically expires by protocol. Emergency video sharing works only when you have set up emergency contacts and enable it from within the personal safety app. It is a lifesaver, especially for people who live with medical conditions, travel frequently, or more such scenarios where they might need to share details of their surroundings to get help. In this case, it worked in a rather NSFW fashion. My embarrassment gave everyone a joyous start to their day or a fun 1 a.m. booty call, depending on time zone. At the Reddit post, which attracted a few similar anecdotes in comment section. Apparently, emergency alerts have caught more than a few people off guard in rather intimate situations. My ex did it when these SOS features come out years ago. For whatever reason, she decided to test it while using the bathroom and ended up sending me some awkward photos from both cams. Luckily, she'd only added me as an emergency contact, and we had a good laugh about it, wrote another Reddit user. You are not alone. My friend did this too. Her husband and I received a nude photo of her, claimed a similar comment in the same chain. But it seems accidentally calling emergency helpline numbers is a recurring theme in the Apple ecosystem, covering the iPhone as well as the Apple Watch. In one case, an Apple Watch triggered an emergency alert when two people were engaged in an intimate moment. One user shared how their dog, while playing with their hand, triggered the 911 call via the Apple Watch on their wrist. An Apple Watch user claims to have unknowingly called for emergency assistance 43 times. Emergency responders have been aware of this problem for years, and they recommended picking up the call and telling them it was an accident instead of disconnecting their calls to check up on the caller's well-being. So guys, something like that happened to you, disable this feature. But on the other hand, this feature can save your life, so it's up to you to decide what should you do with this feature. See you.